chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
What's the point on the scoreboard?
Hand off from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Cox. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the tackle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Dumps it off in the flat. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Pound 55 weak.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. Running toward the tape. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
A nice job by this offense. Put the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime. So keep fighting. Go into halftime, regroup, found a little something on this drive, see if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
29 Philly.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Savage. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. The Rebels in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. The Rebels are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the game. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to pass. It's Savage. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Field goal is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already 3 out of 10. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? They're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to roll up again and go back to what was working really good this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can he take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
And just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy.
And the ball's on the ground. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodge the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. Offensive line stands on the result of the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And it's been a long. I mean, I have not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot. They can somehow find a way to protect their group.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes room. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The offense set for a first down play. Easy. From the gun, the running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get here. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Check. Try to get it on the ground. They finally make the stop at the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got first and goal. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. 55 weak. He finds his man. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. And the D deny them on second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare.
And the beatdown has ensued. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're keeping the ball going so bad. You start to put the back hooks in and all that juice and get some playing time, get some movement on the other side. Well, they're just taking that right to the face.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out. Sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Coming after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, we've We've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the...
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. He'll field the punt. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Savage. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I'm going to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now fresh set of downs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
The guys have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making the play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UNLV! And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give him firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here about the group with 4-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Illinois went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Illini ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this one.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. Able to punt pressure is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw at Savage. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown! And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That's caught. It's flat. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Facing a third down and short from the 26. The corners are walked up tight. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Afterburner's coming. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they... Explosive. Picks up more than 30. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The freshman able to...
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
He looks that one in nicely. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it on the outside. It's Cade.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. Looking down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, checking to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Quick completion to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just Get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
6-9-1, Gators score. Easy.
Back to throw, it's Savage. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. And now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. The Rebels will move the sticks with the 1st down. Tempo and overdrive. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, just taking care of the football. Now late in the game, you've got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here.
Line getting set on 2nd down. A handoff, keep work. Before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Cox. And they've got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense.
Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Fighting off the defender. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The give out of the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be dragged down. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw.
Intercepted. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a way to put his team in business at the 33. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Savage. Fires left. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Ringo.
He's going to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them and absolutely dominating.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.